While the U.S. does not enjoy a trade surplus in many areas, one place where we do enjoy a many billion-dollar trade surplus is in intellectual property. It's a strategic asset. You talk to policymakers about innovation, and they will all very quickly say they'd like their countries to do better in innovation. They're all for innovation. They're all in for innovation. But when you then turn and ask them a second question, well then, how do you feel about intellectual property? At best, you get a blank stare that displays a lack of appreciation for the connection between strong innovation outcomes on the one hand, which everybody wants, and strong intellectual property systems without which those strong innovation economic outcomes will never occur.
We have to have a system in place which ensures that companies are going to be willing to devote that capital, make those investments. You have to make sure that they have the promise and the incentive that they're going to have that market exclusivity to ensure that they can recoup the capital, because there is so much risk. You know, the United States is bearing the burden for all the investment in innovative medicines, and other countries are systematically depressing prices for pharmaceuticals and are not paying their fair share.
The stronger and more effective our intellectual property system is in the U.S., the more opportunity there is for the U.S. to profit and to project our leadership overseas.
Biotech, biopharmaceutical sector is one that the Chinese have identified that they want to dominate globally. I think this is a serious problem, and I think it's beholden on us to, make sure we're making the investments that are necessary in this area. I mean, the Chinese are going to do what the Chinese are going to do, but we have to create the environment here to make sure we stay the world's medicine chest, as we've been for many, many years. But I think to do that, we have to have all the protections in place.
Intellectual property is a driver of positive trade for the U.S., trade in a kind of good that if you are for innovation incentives, you must be for strong and effective intellectual property rights. It's a global thing. It's in the U.S., but it's global.